Stop making your cocktails and your mocktails the wrong way. Look, we all love those sugary, fruity drinks in the summertime that leave us weak in the knees, but they're often packed with calories, sugar, and additives. And yes, they might taste amazing, but they may leave you feeling sluggish and even bloated. Not what you need when you're trying to squeeze into those summer shorts or those summer fits, ladies. This is why I am so excited today to share 3 delicious and refreshing summer mocktail recipes that will help you to stay on top of your health goals. And plus, you won't miss any of the flavors. In fact, you're probably gonna get even more flavors and definitely more nutrients in these drink recipes. These summer mocktails not only taste delicious, but they're packed with lots of nutrients that will help you to stay on top of your wellness goals this summer. The secret to making fun, flavorful drinks during the summertime is using lots of fresh, wholesome ingredients. So things like herbs, things like fruits, whatever your favorite fruits are. Mine happen to be strawberries. This is all gonna help to keep the calories low and also the flavor really high. And we're also packing some of these drinks with some anti-inflammatory ingredients as well. So really we want to avoid using those high calorie drink mixes and mixers that are just filled with a lot of excess calories and sugar. All right, so let's talk about some of my favorite healthy cocktail mixers that you can use as a base for either your mocktails or your cocktails. So the first one is sparkling water or club soda. That's actually what we're going to be using in one of the drinks today. Now you could add things like fresh citrus to your club soda or your sparkling water. So things like lime or maybe even some fresh lemon juice or even some grapefruit as well. Next, I also like using fresh cold pressed juices. And I say cold pressed juices here. We're not looking for those carton juices or those from concentrate juices. I'm talking about fresh cold pressed juices like green juice as well as beet juice. These are going to give you lots of nutrients and also give you lots of flavor in your cocktails and your mocktails as well. Next is coconut water. And I really like using coconut water, especially during the summertime, because coconut water is a really great source of electrolytes. And of course, during the summertime, we tend to get dehydrated. So it's really important to making sure that we're adding in those sources of electrolytes like coconut water. So go for like unsweetened coconut water if you can. That actually happens to be my husband's favorite. He likes using coconut water and he likes squeezing in, not squeezing in, but adding in some rum to it. So he does like a little rum cocktail with coconut water. Then there's kombucha, which is a fermented drink that is filled with probiotics that's gonna help with your gut health. That's actually what we're gonna be using in one of the cocktails here today. Just make sure that you're checking the label for the sugar content because there are some kombuchas on the market that are really packed with sugar. All right, so let's get to the fun part, those delicious mocktail recipes. So our first cocktail is going to be a strawberry mojito. Look how cute these little strawberries are. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna add to the bottom of this glass are some fresh strawberries. Now I love using strawberries because not only are they just delicious in the summertime, I mean, who doesn't like strawberries? They're also really rich in vitamin C and antioxidants as well. So we're gonna put in the strawberries. The next thing I'm gonna do is just add in just like a few mint leaves next, like that, okay? And then I'm gonna add some lime wedges as well. So I'll just take a couple lime wedges, pop those in like so. And then I'm gonna take my little muddler and then I'm just gonna muddle it together. And when you muddle it, basically what you're trying to do is just trying to release like some of the juices from the lime. We're just mashing down the strawberries a little bit and then we're just mashing down the mint as well. And that's gonna help to extract the flavor from the mint. So that's looking pretty good. It's actually looking quite delicious. Look at that, look how like vibrant that looks. Oh, so amazing. Okay, so the next thing I wanna add is I'm gonna add a touch of honey because I'm gonna add in a touch of honey. You can use whatever you want. You can use maybe like some agave if you want, maybe even some stevia, but I'm gonna use my organic honey there. All right, so the next thing you wanna do is we wanna add in some ice. So we're just gonna fill this up with some ice cubes. I like a lot of ice in my margarita. All right, so I'm gonna put some ice cubes in there and then next we wanna just top it off with some sparkling water or even some club soda. So like so, oh my God, like look how beautiful this is looking. All right, this is awesome. So the next thing we wanna do is we just wanna stir this just gently, just a little bit. Just stir just a little bit here, kind of like that. Like look how pretty this is looking, guys. Oh my God, I'm getting so excited here. All right, so then lastly, what we wanna do is we just wanna garnish it. So I like garnishing mine with just a little strawberry on the top like that. And then I'll pop in some mint leaves. And there we go, a delicious, yummy strawberry margarita. So good. All right, so the next drink we're gonna make is the delicious tropical fruit punch mocktail. Okay, this is gonna be so delicious. The reason why I wanna do this one is because with these tropical fruit punches, a lot of people tend to use a lot of different mixers, which again can be really high in calories and really high in sugar. So in this one, we're gonna pull back on the mixers a little bit and we're gonna add more fresh juice like grapefruit juice. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add about a tablespoon of grenadine to a glass. That's about, I think, half an ounce. Then we wanna top it off, probably fill it maybe halfway, let's say, with some ice. All right, so we're just gonna fill it halfway there. I would say that looks about great there. All right, so the next thing we wanna do is we wanna add the grapefruit juice. Pour that in slowly. And then we're gonna add some pineapple juice. And what I love about the grapefruit juice before I pour in the pineapple juice is that grapefruit juice is packed with vitamin C, also packed with antioxidants. It may also help with easing bloating as well. I actually talk all about this in another one of my videos where I talk about the best detox foods and the foods for bloating, but grapefruits and grapefruit juice is definitely one of them. So I love drinking grapefruit juice in the summertime, and this is such a delicious way to enjoy it. Okay, so next I'm gonna add in some pineapple juice, and pineapple juice may help with digestion because there's different additives in there that help with digestion. Then we wanna just top it off with some sparkling water or some club soda. So just like so. Okay, and look how beautiful that looks, but it's gonna look even better once we add just a little bit of that grapefruit wedge. But so delicious, you can stir that all together. But this is why I really love this one. I really love this one because of this nice, like if you see it here, I'm gonna actually pop behind my camera. We're doing some behind the scenes stuff today. All right, so if you see here, there's kind of like a nice, is it like a, I don't even know what the word is, but you see how it's like dark at the bottom and then it goes kind of like lighter and lighter. Like I love drinks like this. Ooh, this is just so refreshing. I cannot wait to drink this delicious tropical punch. Last but certainly not least, we have a delicious cucumber ginger refresher. Oh my God, this is another one that I'm just really loving right now. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add some cucumber slices to the bottom of our glass. And I love adding cucumbers in cocktails and even just in plain water because they're just so hydrating. They're about 90% water. So, you know, really great to be enjoying during the summer months. They also help with healthy skin as well. And you're also gonna get some of those B vitamins in there. That's gonna help with stress relief. All right, so next we're gonna add in some ginger slices. So this is fresh ginger that I chopped up. We're gonna put that in the bottom. What I love about ginger is that it is a really great anti-inflammatory food. Also helps with digestion as well. So this is a great mocktail to drink even after you've eaten. Okay, so next I'm going to, actually before I even do that, I'm gonna just take my muddler and I'm just gonna muddle the cucumber and those ginger slices together. Because again, we just kind of wanna release all of the flavors. So if you don't have like one of these little muddlers, I highly suggest that you hightail it over to, I don't know, the dollar store, wherever it is in your neck of the woods, and get yourself a muddler. All right, so I'm just gonna pull out some of the ginger slices because I just wanna make sure that like pretty much all of them are just getting as muddled as possible. Because again, we really wanna release all of that amazing flavor. Okay, this is looking good. I'm starting to see like some of like the juices like just, you know, slowly starting to release in there. So I'm gonna say that's good. All right, so the next thing we wanna add here is some lemon juice. And again, lemon juice is another great, delicious, natural juice to use in your cocktails because it's a great source of vitamin C. And vitamin C is really important as well for stress relief because your adrenal glands, they require vitamin C in order to function properly. And vitamin C, as we know, is great for immune support, but it's also great for helping to detoxify your body naturally. So you're doing that with such a delicious, yummy mocktail. All right, so when I do that, I'm also gonna add in some basil leaves. So I just brought my little basil plant in from my garden. So I'm just gonna pop in just a couple of basil leaves in there as well. Now, I don't know about you, but I love me some basil. Like really, I cannot get enough of basil. It's just like, oh, just the smell of it. It's just so good. I wish you guys could smell this right now. So I'm gonna put just a few leaves in there. I'm gonna put maybe like 4 leaves in there. You can put as many as you want, just depend on if you're like a basil lover or not. So I'm gonna put some basil leaves in there. I'm just gonna muddle that just a little bit, just to kind of release some of the flavors, just slightly though, not a lot. Because now that we have the lemon juice in there, it's gonna be easier to like muddle it around a little bit. Okay, so I just did that, muddled in those basil leaves. Okay, so now I want to fill my glass with ice, okay? You can put as much ice as you want, depends on how much ice you like. If it's a hot summer day, you probably want a lot of ice. All right, so I'm gonna put some ice in there, and then next I'm gonna top it off with some kombucha. Now this is one of my favorite things to add. I feel like I'm saying this about everything, but these are just delicious, fresh ingredients that you guys guys can use in your mocktails, guys. But I'm gonna top this off with kombucha. Now, kombucha is really great for gut health, and that's because it's a delicious source of those probiotics that help with gut health. And we know what's good for our gut is also good for our brain. Probiotics also help with mood support as well, because sometimes there's a little bit of that in the summertime when there's all the things going on, right? All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stir this around just a little bit like so. All right, just kind of get all those flavors going in there, okay? And next thing you wanna do is you just wanna garnish it perhaps maybe with a little cucumber slice. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna maybe cut a cucumber slice like that. And then I'm just gonna kind of put it in there like that, right? So cute. Oh my God, I love this. You could also put in like a sprig of basil if you wanted to do that as well. If you wanted to pop one off your basil plant, if you have one, or if you have another, you know, basil thing in your kitchen, I don't know, basil thing. If you have more basil in your kitchen, you can do that. But look at this. Doesn't this look so delicious and refreshing? Oh my goodness, guys. So good. This is like the perfect combination for those hot days. It helps to support your hydration as well as your digestion, as well as giving that gut health a boost. So there you have it, guys. 3 delicious, healthy, refreshing mocktail recipes that you can enjoy all summer without the sugar crash and the calorie overload. These mocktails are not only good for you, but they're also a perfect way to hydrate and still feel like you're sipping something fun, even though you don't have the alcohol. You can totally add alcohol to any one of these, but again, I'm making mocktails here in the kitchen today with those healthy food swaps, and this is just a great way to make sure that you're getting all the flavors that you love without feeling like you're missing out. I don't know which one I'm gonna drink first. Now, if you want more tips on how to stay on top of those healthy habits during the summer, make sure to check out my next video. Cheers!